Matt Miller.
Militant Affection.
Hey everyone, this is Matt Miller and this is Militant Affection. And I'm here with my friend / comedian / shows up 45 minutes late after making it a half hour later, Mike Bain.
What's up, guys? In my defense, yeah, I did have to take a bus from Brooklyn and it was pouring rain out. So my schedule kind of changed a little bit.
I never check the weather, actually.
I don't either.
I just go.
That's why I didn't bring an umbrella. And then I had to get this old Queens lady, originally from Scotland, to put me under her umbrella and walk me 3 blocks.
I don't think you had to do that.
It was either that or I just stand there and wait, dude. I wasn't walking in that downpour.
Oh, because you were waiting for another bus?
No, I was just waiting for that monsoon to end.
Oh, I got you.
Otherwise, my bag was going to get fucking drenched.
Yeah, dude. You don't have a waterproof bag?
A little bit, like up to a certain point.
So this is Matt Miller coming in with the voiceover. This podcast had a bunch of things I edited out. So I'm giving you a little transition to the next part. The next conversation we're about to have is about sex. And we specifically talk about raw dogging. So that's what's coming at you. And this is just a warning that there are a bunch of cuts throughout this that you may or may not notice. And I may chime in again just to transition it. But me and Mike here had a bunch of fun conversations, and I try to include the most fun ones. So hopefully you enjoy them. So yeah, let's talk about fucking. I think the last 3 women, all like 2 like first timers would just want to go raw the first time.
I had that happen recently. I met a girl and she just, you do that thing where you're just hovering, right? You get the dick.
Yeah, it's right
there,
on the entrance.
And you're waiting,
like answer a question,
and they pull you in. Oh God, that gets. And then I was like, "Where do you want me to come?" And she goes, "Inside me." And then afterwards, I'm like, "You're on birth control, right?" And she goes, "Yeah." You're supposed to ask that before, and I go, "Yes." I'm like,
I've
really?
only heard the answer to that. You're supposed to ask that before. No, but I'll ask during sometimes.
I've done that before, but at this point, I was just like, she told me she didn't want kids, so I just, decided I was going to trust a complete stranger.
She's like, I don't want kids, but I love getting abortions. You're like, oh shit, that's the worst version of this. Yeah, the last one set me up, like lined me up for the starting gate, but I just didn't do it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not just gonna do it.
Why?
I don't trust it. I don't know. I don't trust anyone.
Just don't want to live dangerously.
If she does it that easily, who was I talking about? If she does it that easily, that means she's dirty. But if she's kind of neglectful, you may, all right, that's probably okay.
Yeah. So if you do like the hesitation where you're like, oh, I got to use a condom, and then she's like, oh, more likely than not, she's cleaner. But if she's just like, fucking do it.
Yeah.
Then it's scary.
Then she's also impulsive.
I like impulsive women though.
Is there any other kind?
I mean, that's the kind that fucks me.
Well, there you go. We all kind of, I think everyone breaks at some point though. Because anyone that just kind of like walks around and goes to work and eats dinner, at some point they got to be like, what am I doing?
At some point they have to
ridiculous,
stop.
Right?
Yeah.
Everyone's fucking nuts.
Everyone is. They just need an outlet for their nuts. And I feel like in New York City, the sexual outlet is just to have your goofy boyfriend and then convince him to do polyamory. And then you fuck dirtbags like me on the side.
I saw an account that, it was an account that just said specifically she and her boyfriend are into, he likes being cuckolded. And it was a picture of her and him like smiling and the whole thing. I'm like...
Isn't that great when you see a couple's photo? Because I'm on like a threesome app, and he's just smiling, and it says looking for bull, enjoyed cuckolding, and it's just him with a grinning face, and you're like, you fucking sucker.
I'm like, yeah, is this even real? And it's like,
for some people it is.
Yeah.
I'd say like 80% of the sex I have is now with women in relationships.
Wow.
That's the only every other person I meet on an app usually just is fake or ghosts or plays games or catfishes. The only legitimate women I'm meeting are women who have boyfriends and husbands.
I mean, you serve a purpose. It's like you're a serviceman.
I'm a means to an end.
Yeah, sure. That's fun. I don't think I do that same thing. Unless these women are dating people, I don't know. But I'm not specifically getting that fetish.
I'm not looking for them. That's
Yeah.
just what's finding me or whatever's matching up with me. I don't know.
I've only had that situation like once before, and I sort of exaggerated. Well, I mean, maybe a few times before, but once that I knew.
I got a girl who's invited me over her house, but she's married. And I'm like, well, one, she's all the way in the Bronx. And I'm like, that's a hike. But number two, I'm like, so I'm just going to smash you and your husband's going to be there? She's like, well, he won't be in the room. I'm like, yeah, but I got to go in and be like, what's up, dude? How's it going, Billy? And
Funny
gonna
if
go
he
have-
was like under the he had like under the bed, like with his eyes did holes, and you guys are on top.
she tried to sell me on the fact that they have a bunch of board games. And apparently I'm finding out that polyamorous couples love board games. I think that's how they fucking rope you in. But I'm like, is that...
which
yeah,
Parcheesi?
all of them.
All right.
Like, come over, play Settlers of Catan with me and my BF. Oh, my husband. I married husband.
Settlers of Catan.
And, either way, you get to... if you're lucky, you beat him in Settlers of Catan,
you're
and then
like-
you smash his wife.
You just want to dominate him in all aspects.
Everything.
Do you think like maybe
As an alpha male and as a nerd. Like, I fuck you in this world and your own world.
But maybe that guy, like, he's specifically good at that board game, and he's like into get his wife fucking, but he like wants to have something over you. So he's like, if I win at this,
What if he feels like he's cucking me through Settlers of Catan?
yeah. What if like his like satisfaction is actually greater than yours for beating you at the board game?
Then I envy him. I envy his ability to feel that pleasure because I'm not getting nearly enough out of banging his wife that he is out of that.
Entirely. How do you feel about hairy armpits?
On
On men? No,
ladies?
on ladies, yeah.
I don't really fucking care. I'd prefer if it wasn't there, but if it is, fuck it.
Remember the first chick I was with that had really hairy arm. Well, it wasn't really hairy. They're still like petitely kept armpits. And I couldn't. It was when I was taking Prozac, so I couldn't like stay hard or come. She's like, "Is it because of my armpits?"
Did you say yes?
I was like, "No." I was like, "No, it's not
You
that."
should have said yes.
I should have said yes. Made her insecure about it.
Me and my roommate were in a park the other day in Bed-Stuy, and he picked up this fat Puerto Rican girl and brought her home, and he goes out of the room after smashing her, and he goes, I'm physically disgusted because her armpits, she's hairy everywhere, and she stinks of BO. And he's like, so, I went back in and I fucked her 3 more times, but
"Oh God,
after that, I was disgusted.
3 times?"
Yeah. I don't know, man. You ever just been like, I'm already in here? I've already done it.
Nah,
Like when you're eating poorly and you're like, fuck it, I already had the cheeseburger. I might as well eat the ice cream too.
Yeah, but that food's like it's like in packaging, It's it's not all out there and unkept.
I had sex with this girl who we met up. See, this is another reason I need to get off dating apps is because...
Should I use this again?
Yeah, go ahead. I keep getting bamboozled
Well, yeah,
by
Chinese women,
by disabled women.
Oh, nice.
And this girl had a bum leg and had crutches. And
What was it, asking you for money?
I met her on the A train at 3 a.m. And...
You took her on the A train.
No, I decided she
The
was
ass
nice,
train.
and
Yeah.
I liked her, so I brought her back to my place, and she slowly made her way up the stairs. And
Wait, what was wrong with her?
those like she basically was like a female version of Jimmy Palmer from South Park with
She was
the
a
crutches.
child.
Yeah, exactly. He's a young white boy. And
She was just boosh douche like
the
with
exactly
with
it
the
was
hand
just
crutches,
like that. And we did it. The condom broke, and then I had to
sort
go.
of like her legs, I guess, right?
I had to go get Plan B from Rite Aid and just leave her in my room because obviously she wasn't gonna go.
What's Plan B say? She was in a tragic accident and it paralyzed the rest of her body.
And I stopped. I got Plan B. I got some shawarma.
Did you only have to use half of it? I don't know.
Half of the Plan B.
Yeah. 'Cause
While she was home, I thought I was like kind of worried she might steal my shit. But then I was like,
how is she gonna escape?
that's what made me feel safe.
Unless she like goes out a window. You know what I mean?
And then she'd be dead. She'd be on disabled. She'd be dead.
No,
I'm
then she'll
third
land on
floor.
the ground and be like, I was just pushed out the window. I think my legs are paralyzed.
But after that, she goes, all right, do you want to fuck again? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't have to use a condom now, right? Because I already took the Plan B, and I've already.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just pull out. I won't come in you this time.
Sure.
And she goes, no. I'm like, what the fuck? Isn't that like, aren't we in the clear here? Why are you still?
Yeah, I don't know. It was after she took Plan B?
After she took Plan B, after the first condom already broke, and all of it went inside of her, still had to use condoms the second and the third time.
Yeah. It's illogical.
At that point, I was like, well, I'm going to have sex 2 more times. I'm like, I'm already in it. I've already done it the first time. Why not just do it 2 more times?
Sure. That seems to be a popular opinion. I don't know. I see what you're saying. 2 or 3 times. I don't think I could go beyond twice if it was really bad.
Yeah.
I think after the second time is when I see.
Once
reality.
I do something bad, I punish myself for it by doing it again.
I mean, whether I do bad or good nowadays, I just eat a lot of terrible food. That's my favorite thing to do after. That's why I'm getting so fat again. Whether I was
going to say, when I first saw you, you're plumping up.
Yeah, I'm back up to 230. I was at 195.
What the fuck do you do to yourself, man?
Dude, it's just like whether I'm in a good mood or a bad mood, I'll just eat the shittiest stuff. I'll just like to get high off food. I don't eat it for
sustenance.
Just to get high. Mm-hmm. And I seem to do that with everything, I think.
Just replace food with another drug. Like,
no other drug's the same.
Coke makes you skinny.
I don't have that money.
Smoke cigarettes.
No, I hate cigarettes. They make me... I'm like one of the small percentage that I get negative. Like, I don't feel good. I've tried.
I get nothing out of tobacco.
Yeah.
So I'm with you.
To replace I don't know what to do. Like, I just have to not eat.
You used to not eat.
Yeah, but that was when I was like broke too. Like, and I didn't have a job. I had like so much stuff I was like stuck in that like I was like, at least the only thing I can control is my eating. You know what I mean? I had to control one thing.
What are you in control of now?
Fucking all of this. No,
this palace.
This palace I'm in. I'm in control of. I keep churning credit cards. You ever do that?
Churning?
I don't know if that might be the terminology. Like they give you like the entry bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So I just get a new one, run it up, get the entry bonus, close it out, get a new one, run it up, get the entry bonus, close it, just to keep getting it.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, dude. Because there was one card I got $500 free. But anyhow, what was I talking about? Eating?
Hairy armpits.
Hairy armpits? You lost. I mean, you used to be bigger.
Oh, I did.
What did you do?
Shave my armpits. No, I just went to
I
the
guess
gym.
You're constantly making fart noises.
Stopped. I went to the gym and I stopped eating bullshit, man.
Started eating dick.
So I started eating dick. I never
make
stopped.
Any sense. Oh, all right. You're just disciplined. I think that's the only way to do it. You just have to be disciplined.
That's it.
I just need to be most negatively impacted by being fat to stop doing it.
But also, I get more out of fucking than I do out of eating. So if I'm in better shape,
it is easier to fuck if you weigh less.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to fuck people you want to fuck.
Exactly.
Not just piles.
I've had several piles. I'm trying to move up to nicer piles.
Oh, yeah. A big pile. Well, not a smaller pile, I guess. A more well-kept pile. You ever play... You know how those porn games come up on porn websites? You ever click through and play one of them?
I've tried to, and then it wanted me to sign up, and I was like, I'm not putting an email in.
Yeah, I got to the point where it said like
where it says
government ID
addictive,
or something.
Or the porn game that says this is the most addictive thing you'll ever do.
Like, okay.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna click on this.
You have to present an ID though,
Do you?
because they need to legally see that you're 18. You're over 18.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think you got to do the ones that aren't legit. I think that one's actually a legit game, so it's like we got to do it the legal way. Da 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 da. If I want,
do you gotta do the one that's just hentai porn?
yeah, just hentaiporn.com. Straight to the source.
Straight to the tentacles.
Tentacles, smentacles, I say. You ever get rejected? my things are so dumb. I'm looking at them now.
I know. You told me them before.
Yeah.
They seemed all over the place.
Oh, you're talking
I
about
like that we were
ghosting.
supposed to talk about trauma, and now we're just talking about hairy armpits.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about something traumatic. This is the 9th one, and I'm running out of steam here of trauma in my life. There's certain things I don't want to talk about.
I don't know. I got trauma. Isn't the point of having a guest on you ask them about their trauma?
Oh yeah, what is your trauma? You seem fine to me. You're just fucking disabled chicks and fucking doing something else. I was listening the whole time.
Wait, so in every episode do you talk
your
about something?
child?
What's up?
How was your childhood?
I don't know. Sucked in some ways.
Is there anything you don't remember? Is there certain stuff you
So
blacked
up
out?
until a few years ago, I didn't remember that my babysitter practiced making out on me. And then it like came back, and me
What was
and
his
my
name? All right,
it was a late. She was a girl, and she was like 15, 16.
Nice.
Between 14 and 16,
Super
Catholic
nice.
schoolgirl would come over in a Catholic schoolgirl outfit, babysit me and my brother when I was on like 7 or younger, and she would put on lipstick and play a game where she'd kiss our faces, and then my mom would come home and she'd be like, "Oh, we did kiss time," and then my mom's like, "Isn't this fucking cute?" And I was like, I look back on it as an adult, I'm like, it's kind of weird. But then one time, her and her friend were over, and they sat me and my brother down.
You just have like your pants are just all splooged. You're just standing there. She's like, "Isn't this cute?" And you're like, "Yeah."
They legitimately like made out with us, or at least her friend
That's
made out with
something only
me.
a lady can get away with.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Because I remember bringing this up in therapy, and my therapist was like, "Well," I was like, my girlfriend keeps saying I was sexually assaulted, but I don't think it was. I think it just sounds kind of hot. And
Wait, keep talking. I just gotta restart the camera.
and he goes, "Well, think about it. If it was a guy, would you feel differently? And it was your daughter?" And I go, "Absolutely, I'd kill him." She goes, "Well, what if it was your son?" And I go, "I'd be like, good for you." I don't know. It just doesn't. I just feel like women can't. I don't know. They can't diddle the way dudes do it.
No, I agree. I always thought I would definitely, if I were to trust someone with my kid for a long period of time, I would have to be a lady.
No, I mean, who gets a male babysitter? That's just gross.
Yeah, that's so weird.
And then once at a certain point, she wanted to stop making out with me, and I wanted to keep going. And she's like, "Mike, I have to do my algebra homework," and I'm just crawling over and making her out with her, like, "Who's fucking molesting who now, bitch?" And well, the tables have turned.
Wait, how old were you?
I was like 6 or 7.
Damn, that's so fucked up. Practicing making out.
I was a hot 6-year-old dude.
Damn.
I was probably 7 because my brother's 3 years younger than
Probably,
me, so he had to be like 4.
You were like a 7, but you were really like an 8. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only thing I've kind of put out. But like I try and bring up traumatic shit with my brother,
Yeah.
and he doesn't remember any of it
Sure.
because my father is an alcoholic, and I'd be like, "Do you remember when Dad tried to beat the dog to death in front of us, and we cried and begged him to stop?" And he's like, "No." So you don't remember that?
Damn.
like-
he didn't succeed in beating the dog
No,
to death?
he held her face down and just started mashing her fucking head in with his fist, and eventually got tired and yelled at me to get his gun, and I said no, and I was crying like a pussy, and then I opened the door and sent the dog out into the street.
And they got hit by a car. It's like one of those eagle videos with the bunny, like, "We're free." And the eagle comes over and gets it.
Squished by an 18-wheeler.
Dude, that reminds me. I was just like, when my first dog died, it was like the first real like death in front of me. I never thought
Yeah.
about that until right now. And I was like, I didn't really take it that bad. I didn't cry. I was just like, "Oh, the dog's dead."
No, when you're young, you're just like, fuck it.
He got like a big tumor on his side. He got like cancer or something. But towards the end of his life, he was much nicer. He was kind of mean. But then when he was dying, he had no choice but to sit there and get pet. Forced him to pet.
You just held him down and like, you can't run from this now, bitch.
Yeah, Maxie boy. You're my bitch now, you male bitch. You're not even a stud.
It's funny because then my brother he'll tell me a story that I wasn't there for. I forgot because my father always like emotionally broke my mother, but he only physically abused her once when he threw a mag flashlight off her face, and she had a black eye,
damn.
and she told the
Do the
neighbors.
lights still work though?
It did. It was
The
one of
safe
those
lights are
big
good.
like black ones the cops have.
Sure. What about the flashlight?
And she told her friend up the street. I go, what did you tell your friend when you went bowling and you had a black eye? And she goes, I told her I walked into a door. And I go, that's really?
That's the excuse.
That's the worst fucking excuse
You
ever.
could have fallen down the stairs.
That's what you like. It's 1952. I walked into a door, Ma. Like I remember you being mad at my mother for not having a better excuse for why she was beaten.
A dart flew into my eye from an Indian walking nearby.
And then I remember telling my brother, I go, at least Dad, didn't he just hit Ma that once. And he goes, no, after you left the house for college, he threw shit at her head all the time. I go,
What?
He goes, when I was a kid, you weren't there, and I was in the bedroom, and I was sitting on the bed, and he was a little boy. And he goes, Dad was drunk, as usual, and he was holding his belt in his hand, and he was yelling at Ma. And he says to Ma, you need to learn to respect me. And she fought it, so he cracked her across the face with the belt, and she fell down crying, and my brother grabbed her. And I only just found out about this like a few months ago. And when he told me that story, I laughed because I don't know what else am I going to do. Fucking cry? No. But I laughed because I think fart's the funniest thing in the world. And I was like,
while he was hitting her, she was farting.
My mother has the worst gas ever. She has IBS. So it would be her to fought in a time like that. And obviously I'm on my mother's side, but I saw.
Wait, does it stand for intentional beating syndrome?
All I could think was like, how bad was the fought? Like, was it a stinker? Because at that point,
you're gonna sink her, right? If it rhymes, it's damn, dude. Yeah, I mean, on the other, I had a reverse situation of a mother beat father.
Yeah,
but the worst thing was, when one time he got hit in the head with like a keyboard and his head split open, and he had to pick me up from work, and he was just bleeding. And then I was like, what happened? And he's like, I don't know. I was working in the yard, which I guess is almost a good excuse.
He's like, I didn't make your mother's tuna correctly.
Now, he's the tuna guy in the family.
Mom. Your mom likes chicken salad?
Yeah. I fucking hate tuna. I remember one time he made tuna, and I ate all of it by accident because I thought it was chicken salad, and I did not like it the whole time, but I would just eat because I do. And then he's like, you ate all my tuna. And he was very disappointed.
Did he say I'm disappointed in you?
No, but it was like the most disappointed he's ever been in me.
The most disappointed my father was because I ran from a fight from 3 black kids and he caught me.
And he caught you running from it?
It was
3-on-1?
Yeah, and I was running because I lived near the projects, and the only black kids in my neighborhood were in the projects, which was still mostly white at that point, but there was always some racing going on, and we were playing a playground right across the street. Yeah, racial.
Yeah. All right.
And we were racing motorbikes on a racial level. But I was running. They tried to jump me, and I ran out, and he sicked our Rottweiler on them, and then ran after me.
Oh shit!
And goes, if I ever see you running from, insert racial epithet in your own neighborhood, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. And then drove me home and said, I'm ashamed and embarrassed that you're my son. And then he got home, and he called all his friends to tell him about how embarrassed he was about me and made me sit there and listen to him call him home.
That was essentially you getting cucked.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's nuts. To shame you in front of all your friends?
No, his
friends rather, not your friends.
He called his friends on the phone to tell him about how much of a fucking failure I was.
Dude,
he's like, I don't care if you get beat up. I just care if you stand there and fight. Which, at this point, as an adult, I get.
Yeah.
I'm like, why didn't you help me beat up the kids, Dad? Like, if I have a kid and someone tries to jump him, I'm going to beat the fuck out of that other kid.
Was there an age limit? Like, what if he was 5?
We were, I was 11.
Okay. Yeah.
I was 11 at the time.
You can't really beat up a kid though. You automatically get in trouble. You got to restrain a kid.
I'll beat the fuck out of a kid. I don't care.
How many 11-year-olds do you think you can take?
11. I think I'd take an 11-year-olds. I mean, I got robbed at the beach by 3 girls while I was swimming. They stole my wallet and my bag.
Oh, while you're in the water, yeah.
And if I came out of the water, I would have punched every fucking one of them.
I mean, you only punch some of them anyhow, right?
No.
That's just what you do when you get out of the water. You just punch a couple women.
It's just naturally.
Naturally, you're just punching women on the beach. You're like, nice swimsuit, bitch. Bang. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think my dad doesn't have a wide range of emotion, so he's probably been disappointed in me
mine
before.
was just trying to toughen me up because I went to all black schools where I was usually getting bullied or threatened to be jumped on a daily basis.
Sure.
So it was like his idea of hardening me.
By sending you to an all-black school?
Yeah. That was just because we were too poor for Catholic school. So it was like, all right, you get what you fucking get.
Damn. I mean, So wait. You don't fuck with your dad anymore?
I don't talk to him anymore.
Yeah.
I would if he just stopped drinking himself to death. I've forgiven all that old shit. I don't care about that anymore.
But he drank the whole time? You knew him?
Yeah, he's always drank.
Yeah.
He just got progressively worse. Like
Sure.
It used to be a few times a week, 3 to 4 times a week, and then it was every other day, and then eventually it was every single day. And now it's all day, every day.
That's fucking nuts. That's like the people I saw in my DUI class.
It's dedication.
Yeah.
It really is.
I couldn't do that. I mean, I guess some people are real attuned to alcohol.
That's what I never understood, because when I quit drinking, it was one of the reasons was because the hangovers were out of control. It wasn't the 3 massive concussions and then nearly freezing to death and having my head put together with staples and all that other shit.
Sure. At Staples or with Staples? No.
It was just the fact that the hangovers were too much.
Yeah, recently, I always thought I didn't get worse hangovers, but the other day I just had like 5 beers and like a little bit of like hard alcohol, and it was too many mixing, and I had the worst hangover the next day.
My father doesn't drink water; he just drinks alcohol.
Yeah, so like if he couldn't get a drink for like 24 hours, he'd just die.
At this point, probably he'd just go into shock.
Yeah, because alcohol, you can die from the withdrawals. Yeah. Damn, dude, that's a lot. I don't. My only person I knew that was an alcoholic was my aunt, but I didn't really know her. I just knew the stories of her being an alcoholic, but not in my family. No.
No, I mean, I told him, I was like, you can have a relationship with me. I don't even care about you being an asshole. You just have to stop fucking drinking. Right? So I can come back and go to family events on the holidays,
Yeah,
Not spend them alone. And I'm like, just stop fucking drinking. And he's like, nah. I was like, I am fucking, between me and Jack Daniels, I am losing. I'm fucking, and then my brother did it too, and he's like, nah. And then we went to my mother, and we're like, you gotta choose between us and Dad. And she's like, I'm not getting a divorce. And we were like, fuck, we are just not making a good fucking sale as kids. we are really fucking just not. We did not level up.
Well, the thing is, some people are addicts, and some people love addicts, no matter how much they treat them like shit.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's just part of the world. They want someone that won't ever fully love them, that will just love what they're addicted to more.
Yeah, they do.
They feed off that. They feed off knowing that they don't have it.
I know a girl, and I'm trying to coach her to stop talking to her ex-husband. She's like, oh, he used to beat me and emotionally abuse me. And then I'm like, so why are you still texting him? She goes, oh, I feel bad. And I'm like,
yeah, that's
like, you're making me feel a lot less bad for you.
our brains are pretty fucked up. Sort of like a glitch in the Matrix.
Some people are just lazy too. Lazy about getting better.
Oh, sure. I guess that's it. I guess you could get better. Supposedly.
You could.
Do you
or at
think
least
anyone gets better?
You don't have to. Yeah, I'm better than I used to be.
All right.
Better isn't you being fine. Better is just like if you're low, is you shitting your pants, and you get up to just pissing your pants. You become better.
Sure.
You're a better version.
Unless you
of
start
who
peeing out shit. Then you're much worse. Then something's wrong. Something's going on.
That's so much worse than where you were before.
Yeah, you fucked up. You're not in the right. You're getting whatever's happening to you. I guess that's true. Fucking fuck. It's hard to get rid of those. The fucking your brain.
I mean, dude, I'm trying to quit porn because I don't want it to fuck up sex for me.
Oh yeah,
and
it's
when
the
I
worst.
quit drinking, that became the thing that snuck in to be my new addiction. Not that it wasn't already there, but it just got so much worse. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm just at the point, like, it used to be I would come, and then afterwards I'd be like, you're a piece of shit. What are you doing? Oh,
Yeah.
like, what are you watching?
Yeah,
and
I don't
now
even
it
like what I'm
happens
watching.
mid-orgasm. Like, I'm literally still shooting cum out of my dick, and I'm like, oh, God. Just fucking close a laptop and just put my head in my hands and just sit there. Like, how did we get here?
I swear the other day, I didn't come for a couple days, and when I finally jerked off, it was hurting, and I think it was my dick telling me don't start again. Don't start. You're good. If you don't do it, you're good. I think it was trying to make it not feel good, but it couldn't do it.
Like, I
Fucking
keep
dick.
trying to not do it, and I'm trying to avoid. Maybe that's my problem. Is I'm trying to avoid masturbation and porn. I just need to quit porn and just jerk off to shit in my head.
Yeah, you just gotta masturbate. I think it's impossible not to.
My roommate doesn't do it.
He has
He's
sex?
fully no fap. He has sex every now and then, and he's like, "Oh, I have wet dreams again." I've never had a wet dream because I've
You gotta
always
start living more. You gotta start dreaming better.
I've always
I had a
beat
wet
off.
dream in college. I remember because I wasn't used to having roommates, right? And
Yeah.
I was just constantly jerking off in high school. Then in college, I was like, oh shit, there's all these guys here. What am I gonna do? And then
I would just get caught. I've been caught so many fucking times.
Really? I've never been caught.
Dude, I've been caught by my father, by my mother, by my brother, by basically every roommate I've ever had.
Wow, the kids, the schools, catch you jerking off. They don't tell anyone
Dude, it's the
though.
worst. I caught my dad jerking off. He's caught me jerking off at least twice.
Fuck. I remember one time my mom almost caught me, but I was watching a Girls Gone Wild infomercial.
Yeah.
And I turned it off, and then it was pitch black in the room. She tried to turn on the TV again to see what I was watching, and then she just left. And I was like, well, what are you trying to scare me? What is this? She was like a boss in a game where you think you're gonna lose, but he doesn't know anything. And he just leaves. It's not an actual person, but just a working thing that you're like, oh. But never caught. I mean, I came close to getting caught a lot. I used to before my roommates. Hopefully they listen to this from college. I'm still friends with them. They would go to class, and I'd know when they would go to class. Then right when it was empty, I would just jerk off when they leave. And only I think once or twice they came back mid, and I would just have to be like, oh, I'm just sitting here.
That's
at
what
my
I would
desk.
do. I would have my pants down just a little bit, and then I'd pull them up.
Yeah.
And just I would always hunch over. So whenever anyone came in, and I'd have my headphones, but I also have something on the side so that if anyone came in, I could just hit a button and that would pop up. I was like, oh, I'm just playing Halo here with my dick kind of out but tucked under my shirt.
Oh, Master Chief.
Something about the Covenant just makes me rock hard.
God damn. Fucking. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
The worst is trying to stash a tissue right after, because I've had someone come in, I had my mother come in when I was a teenager, and I threw the tissue down, and then my dog came in and started eating the fucking tissue. While my mother's back's turned, I'm trying to rip a tissue out of a fucking Rottweiler's mouth. Oh God, that was a low point.
I tell you a story. I used to do a joke about it where I had this girlfriend. I was fingering her a bunch, got my hands all pussy juiced, and then I went into the hallway and her brother was there, and he's like, "Hey!" And then I just shook his hand with his sister's pussy liquid. And it got all over his hand, and then he didn't wash his hands. I saw him go back to his room and just start eating chips. So it was just it's almost like he licked his sister's pussy.
Dude, that's an ultimate cock.
Yeah, dude. It's me again. This is a little edit in between conversations. Here's a jump back into the convo. I've never sent a dick pic.
Really?
I got some dick pics on my phone.
I've sent a lot.
Yeah. I don't.
My dick's out there. It's going to come out at some point.
Sure.
Thankfully, I'm happy with it.
You have no face pics with it?
Dude, I actually did that before. I've taken the dick face pic.
God damn.
Yeah.
Was it your dick or someone else's?
No, it was mine. It was from underneath, so it was like this. So it was like me looking down, underside of the dick and my face, which is fucking just a terrible look.
Yeah, that's rough.
My dick does not look good from underneath.
Yeah. Some guys, though, yeah, totally.
I think some guys can pull it off.
A little underneath dick. It has to be the right. I think
I'm just an above dick kind of guy. It does.
I've taken
side photos and undershots, and they just
Yeah. As the crow flies, they say.
You really never sent out a dick pic?
No. I never sent a dick pic. I have them, and I used to have that pic on my phone of my dick covered in period blood with a condom full of cum hanging off it that I would show people sometimes.
Really? You never showed me.
Oh, I never showed you?
No.
I don't have it anymore. It was on a phone that I covered in whiskey and doesn't work. And it never gone to a cloud or anything. But it's like my small dick on a condom, cum, blood, and then the chick's foot is like a little bit on the side of the frame.
I had a ton of sex videos on my phone that got stolen.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're all just close-ups. It's just my dick and someone's butt or pussy.
Nice.
Mouth. So it's not...
BPM.
You're not going to know it's me unless you hear my fucking heinous...
Start saying your jokes.
My heinous South Boston accent.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely in there.
What kind of things do you say?
The usual perverted bullshit.
You're just like, I wish you were my mom.
Yeah, usual perverted bullshit.
Oh, I wish my dick was two midgets' hands grabbing the pussy from the inside. What are you talking about? I don't know. I'm going crazy. So here I am again to help mend the conversation, and let's get back into talking about things. If you could be the guy, if you could be the billionaire or the talented artist, which choice do you make?
Billionaire.
But do you think the billionaire gets as much pussy as the talented artist?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you kidding me?
But don't you think it would feel better to be the artist inside-wise?
Does this artist have money?
Of course. He's still like a millionaire.
Oh.
Like a successful artist or the one managing the successful artist.
Okay, so he's a successful artist, but he's rich.
He's a millionaire artist versus a super billionaire manager.
All right, then I'd take the successful artist.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't mean like unemployed shit.
I mean, the benefit of being the billionaire, though, is that you get to do all kinds of super raunchy sex
You just
stuff.
get to fuck kids on planes. I don't want to do that. That's the only...
And no one gets to really know about it because you're not a celebrity, so they're not like... So you send out a dick pic and they're like, oh, it's this dick. No one realizes that it's $1 billion dick.
Yeah.
Because it's just you, goofy fucking billionaire dude. Whereas if you send out a dick pic and you're a talented artist, everyone's like, I got to show this to everyone.
That's true. The social clout's way better than the money, I think.
When it comes to picking up women,
Yeah.
absolutely.
100%, right? That's why guys in stupid bands can just keep fucking chicks.
Dude, I've seen so many dudes from cover bands get laid.
Yeah.
Crush. Like, destroy.
It's the silliest thing. And then, it is now a hack joke to say that, would you fuck a DJ? And she's like, yeah. They just fuck DJs, too.
Yeah. They'll fuck the dudes that do karaoke. Like the guys who host karaoke night.
Music is so hack. Such a hack way to
Even
get
the
chicks.
low bottom music people get low bottom music is like up there with
Is
A-class
actually the name
comedian.
of a gay record label. Low bottom music. Yeah, entirely. It's because but comedy's so much harder. Because if you can learn a couple notes, you can strum something that sounds okay.
Plus, you could just do the same old thing over and over again.
But that's not as fun. It's just not as fun.
No, I know it's not. But
Yeah.
The constant affirmation of sex, that sounds kind of fun.
People are such suckers for music. So it's me again, Matt, with a little voiceover add-on to the cast. The next conversation we're about to have is about gangbangs. It's sort of starting in the middle of the conversation, but this is like the best part of. So Mike sort of starts off by saying this is why I don't like gangbangs, because we were talking about like waiting in line and waiting your turn, and this is why he doesn't like gangbangs. So let's just jump right into this convo.
Yeah. That's why I don't like gangbangs.
That's why you don't like gangbangs?
I don't want to share or wait in line.
Yeah. Such an American.
It's like I want it for me. You gotta. Because like once you do that, like I feel like people think that the gangbang is degrading for the woman, but I feel like she's the center of attention. It's degrading for all the guys because it's like, dude, you're just sitting here with 10 other dudes.
Yeah, and you're getting fucked in the ass.
You're just waiting your turn. Like, oh man, you're pathetic.
That's a hot take. It's more for the dudes. It's demoralizing than the lady.
I think the woman comes out on top because she's the center of an entire room. All these guys are stopping what they're doing to compete like a bunch of fucking low-level bums.
Huh.
It's like watching 10 people share an appetizer. It's pathetic.
I mean, if you went to the Outback, they give pretty big appetizers.
Bloomin' onion is impressive.
Yeah. So 10
that's
people,
why it's only really worth it if it's a BBW gangbang.
Oh, sure.
It's just more to love.
Yeah. Well, what if she ends up getting a disease? Then who's wrong?
I think she still wins because chances are that a bunch of the guys are going to get it too.
Oh, yeah, whatever point in the chain. And probably the dude
if it's the first dude, then you're all fucked.
Well, probably the dude that has disease can fuck, and he probably is a little more like dominating, so he probably would be higher on the line, you know what I mean?
How do you think they decide that? Like, who goes where in the gangbang or the train? Do you think it's like a list?
I think it's like a physical and mental looking at each other.
You think it's like a bucket, like an open mic? You just throw your names in?
But the buckets are all rigged.
Yeah, that's true. So are the gangbangs then.
Gangbangs are rigged. I think it probably does come down to the order the chick would want to fuck the dudes. It somehow gets manipulated that way.
I'm sure it does.
Because then that would verify
Life
your
is
theory.
a fucking scam, man.
Life is a scam. Is that an album title? Life is a scam. We didn't really record a good outro, so if you're watching this isn't going to really have a good outro, but if you're just listening, you won't even know. I'd like to thank my guest, Mike Bain, for being on the podcast. You can find him at Mike Bain Comedy on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find me online at Matt Miller Real on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and then on YouTube at mattmillercomedy.com. Also, on a side note, if you take a screenshot of a review on iTunes where you have a star review and you write a physical comment word review and you DM me on Twitter or Instagram the screenshot and you're the first one to do it, I'll send you a t-shirt with me in the tub holding a toaster. It's going to be a large on a white tee, and you can do what you want. I just need your address and you don't have to pay for shipping. I'll just send you that shirt if you're the first one to show me that you reviewed the cast. Just show me a screenshot, and then I'll verify it, and then send me your address, and I'll send you the shirt. No cost. Well, this was fun. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later. That's the end. This has been Militant Affection. Thanks.
Militant Affection.